Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? So I just managed to make my way up in this tree, and today I wasn't really sure what to make a video about, so I'm going to tell you guys a couple of life stories that, well, most of them have happened to me. They happened to me quite a while ago. Alright, so the first story is going to be about, or the first story is about the time that I was attacked and mobbed by a bunch of bees or wasps, or I'm not even sure what they were. Alright, so at my school, when I used to go to this private school in my neighborhood, there was this mango tree. And I'm actually in a mango tree right now, but there was this mango tree, and it was really easy to climb, so everyone would always climb it. And one day we were playing hide-and-go-seek tag. It was like after lunch, and I decided it would be a good idea to hide up in that tree. So I was hiding there maybe like 10-20 minutes, no one found me, and then all of a sudden I got stung by a bee, or it was a wasp or something, and I was like, ah, and then I noticed there was like this nest like right next to me, and I was like, oh no, like what am I gonna do? Because I was like maybe around like 10 feet up in the air, so it wasn't crazy high, but I didn't want to jump. And then I started getting stung, and one of my friends was also in the tree actually, and I was like, we're gonna have to jump because we don't have time to climb down. So I just jumped out of the tree, and I was getting stung by a ton of bees. Let's just call them wasps. They were stinging me, and I was like, ah, and I jump out of the tree, I land on the ground, and I'm like rolling around trying to get them all off me because they're stinging me. I'm like, ah, it hurts. So I'm rolling around, and everyone all around is like, whoa, what's he doing? Why is he freaking out and rolling around in the ground like a maniac? And then I was able to get up and run away, and I counted how many times I got stung. 13 stings. I was stung 13 times. One of my friends was stung right on the neck right here, and then another friend I think was maybe stung maybe a few times, but I definitely, no doubt, got the worst of it because I was stung on my face, my neck, on my chest, on my arms. It was horrible. So after that I was like, I'm not going anywhere near that tree ever again because, I mean, that wasn't very pleasant. So I'm hanging out in my class trying to just like ice all these stings, and then all my friends, they start going over to the tree trying to get a good look at this nest, and I was like, no, I'm not going over there. And everyone kept going over there. There was wasps flying around and no one got stung, and I was like, okay, I want to go over there and see. So I walk over there, and the second I walk over, I get stung on my eyelid. There was at least 20-30 other kids right there. No one got stung, but I went back over there and I got stung on my eyelid. I'm like, ah, and then I like run away from that tree again. I'm like, I knew it, Atua, why didn't you listen to yourself, and why did you go back to that tree? And then everyone thought it was the funniest thing in the world because no one else got stung, of course, but I did get stung again. So then after that, I was like, all right, Atua, you're really definitely not going back to that tree. And that was kind of it for that story. And after that, I really knew what it was like to get stung really badly, because I've been stung like once or twice, and you know, it's not too bad. But if you get stung 13 times, it is very, very unpleasant. All right, time to go find somewhere else to tell the next story. But first, a snack. I got some rice crackers, cookie things. Okie dokie. Nice little snack. Now we gotta make our way down this tree. Oh, definitely don't want to get attacked by bees or wasps up here and then have to jump, because that is definitely a bit more than 10 feet. 10 feet was actually, it was a good jump. Like, normally I wouldn't have wanted to jump that, but at that time, I had to jump. Scary times. I was just thinking, that'd be so funny. Like, it wouldn't be that funny, but it'd be kind of funny if I did get attacked by bees or wasps while I'm in a mango tree, telling the story of when I got attacked by wasps while I was in a mango tree. Full-on deja vu, if that were to happen. Ooh. Okie dokie, let's get down from here. Yeah, I think I need 2 hands to get down from this tree. Ooh. And I did leave my bag down at the bottom, that way it's much easier to climb without all that weight on my back. Barbed wire crossing. Oh, making my way down to the beach, eating some more rice crackers. I love snacks. Where did it start? Oh yeah. So you know this game called wall ball, where you have a tennis ball and you usually play it in a tennis court? Well, I was playing in a tennis court with a few of my friends, and we like to play this game. You throw the tennis ball at the concrete wall, and then it like bounces back, and you have to grab it and throw it back. And if you miss the wall or something, then you have to run to the wall and touch it. Well, we'd been playing this game in the morning, and I missed it, so I had to run to the wall as quickly as I could. So I'm running to the wall, full speed, to this concrete wall, which now that I think about it, I'm like, that's actually kind of a dumb game to think that you run as fast as you can towards a concrete wall. But anyways, at the time I thought it was a good idea. So I'm running to the concrete wall, and as I get to the wall, usually I place my hands. And I did, I put my hands, but my head was so in the game of wall ball, of not losing, that I just like put my hands and I just went like head first into the concrete wall. Now, I barely touched it. My face just went like tap, and I actually broke this tooth right here. This tooth right there, I broke that tooth in half. Completely in half. So here's what the image of that looks like. Yep. Trust me, it was a really scary moment and scary time for me. So after that happened, I actually caught the 2 pieces of teeth out of my mouth. And then I ran over to the principal's office. And then I ended up going to the dentist, and the dentist, he was able to kind of rebuild it with some strange material. But now it's nearly good as new, and that was a really scary time because I thought I was gonna permanently be missing half of my tooth. Very, very scary time. Like, I was crying because I thought like half of my tooth just fell out because I ran into a concrete wall. Like, what a lame story. Yeah, I lost half my tooth because I ran into a concrete wall. All right, let's go in the air, and I'm gonna tell you guys another story. The next story I'm going to tell to you guys while we're up in the air enjoying these views. Now this story, I think I may have told you guys about it, but it would have been a while ago, and I think probably most of you probably haven't heard this story yet. So maybe a few years ago, actually quite a few years ago, when I used to go to this private school, there were these like drainage tubes, kind of like big concrete circular tubes underneath my school, and my friends and I, we always wondered what was underneath there. So one day we made this plan that we were all gonna, like 3 or 4 of us would all bring flashlights to school. And this is when we were like in kindergarten, so we were pretty young, and came to school the next day. We all had our flashlights, and somehow we got the entire classroom to come with us underneath the ground, in these tubes. So we all somehow climbed down there through this, like, there was like this hole in the concrete tubes. So we got down there, and we were walking down there, and the funny thing was it was in recess, and the teacher, she was freaking out because imagine you're a teacher and your entire class just disappears in the middle of recess. So we were under there, and a bunch of my friends all said a bunch of different things. One friend said they saw a pig with glowing eyes. Someone else said they saw a walking poop. There was a few other pretty funny stories, which I'm not sure how true they were. But the teacher ended up actually finding us while we were underneath there, and the teachers ended up grounding us, and they ended up caging off the hole because they didn't want the kids going back under there. So it was kind of dangerous because it was a drainage thing, so there was kind of a bit of water down there, and who knows, there could have been all types of crazy animals underneath there. So we ended up never doing that again. But I just thought that was a pretty funny thing, that we like just got the idea to just go underground in these drainage things. It was for when it rains a lot. Down here they call these concrete circular things cantarillas. It's just like a big concrete tube. And I mean, that now that I look back, it was kind of a funny story. And it's funny because whenever I talk to my friends about going under there, they all still remember, and they're like, oh yeah, and then the teacher got really mad at us and ended up grounding us. Alright, that's it for the stories. Well, this is a very, very nice flight. I hope you're enjoying these views. And actually, right towards here, at the end of the flight, we are gonna find. Well, I was actually flying across, and I saw someone catch a wave, so I figured I might as well film them on the wave. So, hope you enjoyed the little childhood story time, and here's the wave that I was talking about. That is such a nice sunset. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. I did some stories, told you guys some of stories that have happened to me a long time ago that I've never actually told. And today's positive quote is, no regrets in life, just lessons learned. Alright, what this quote means to me is that if you do something in life and it's something that you really wish you could take back, it already happened. As much as you may want to take that back or you wish you wouldn't have done that, it's the past, you can't change it. But instead of just dwelling on being like, oh, I wish I could change this, oh, I regret doing this, use it as a lesson, and you learn from that instead of always feeling like it's just something you wish you never did. See what you can learn from that experience that will help you out in the future, so you don't make that mistake maybe in the future again. Alright, hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to keep always doing awesome stuff, and I will see you guys tomorrow early in the morning. And this was my 26th or 27th day of daily vlogs.